Hi guys, my name is Sylvain Filippi, CTO of the DS Virgin Racing Formula E team. I'm here today with a brand new DSV-03 and we're going to talk today about the differences between understeer and oversteer. So the race engineers have a job like any other race engineers to do, which is to make the cars balanced and drivability as good as possible. So you will hear the term of, for example, understeer and oversteer quite a lot. Because these are the two main characteristics that a car will display on the track. So the simple definitions are that understeer, you're losing grip from the front axle, which means that when you're trying to turn into a corner, the car will tend to not turn as much as you'd like to and go too much straight ahead. That means you really have to back off the power and slow down to then put the car back in line, which means you're losing time, you're losing speed, and you'll be using also more energy at the end of the day. The opposite of understeer is oversteer, and that is basically the opposite phenomenon, whether you turn into a corner and then the front will be exactly where you want it to be, but the rear end of the car will start to slide and not stay in line. That is also can be difficult because on street circuits where you have walls very close by, it can be really easy to do a mistake and then damage your car. But also if you have too much oversteer and you still manage to compensate for it, you will again lose lap time and you'll be overall slower throughout your corner, which means you will be slower overall and also using more energy. So what the engineers try to do with the drivers, and again, it's very track dependent, is to find the perfect balance for a car. So, you want a car that is neutral, that has a very good turn-in, but also is stable on the high-speed corners. It's easier said than done, and there are actually many factors that come into that. So some drivers do prefer a car that is a bit more predictable and stable, with maybe a little bit more understeer. Other drivers want a car that is really accurate on the front end, but they might pay that with a little bit of oversteer they will have to fight. So depending on the feedback we're getting from drivers, we then have to adjust the car balance accordingly. There are many ways we can do that, playing with roll bars, playing with ride heights, playing with many aspects of the mechanical setup that can help us achieve that, which again are track dependent, so we cannot just create one setup and use it throughout the year. Even if you have a driver that wants the same feeling of the car each race after race, we will still have to adapt the setup to make sure that he gets that feeling from different tracks. So it's a constant work and constant task for our engineers. Thanks guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. To subscribe to our channel, click here, and to watch more videos, click here.